Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, new drone regulatory effort initiated. Kaman extends production of commercial KMAX helicopter. And blimp catches fire near U.S. Open. Hello, I'm Christopher C. Odom. It's June 19th, 2017, and this is Airborne Unlimited. In light of recent issues surrounding the status legality of various regulatory models overseeing the unmanned vehicle industry, it was only a matter of time before new regulatory models were put forth by industry players. ADS Infrastructure Partners has announced that it will lead a national campaign to help fund and establish a Drone Unmanned Aircraft Systems Regulatory Association as a first step to unlock the full economic value of the sector. On June 6, ADS hosted a roundtable meeting in Washington, D.C. that engaged thought leaders and stakeholders from aerospace and aviation, academia, government, and related industry organizations. The group shared ideas, explored and challenged assumptions, policy positions, and current practices. Conferences widely acknowledge that development of the drone UAS commercial market is constrained in great part due to the existing FAA regulatory environment and the slow pace of rulemaking and certification. The group recognized that drone UAS sector regulation requires urgent streamlining to realize full market potential, economic growth, and jobs. Conferees also agreed that the immediate next step is to explore the pros and cons of industry regulation, though delegation of FAA authority mandated by congressional legislation, and to develop a blueprint for the new organization. A follow-up meeting is planned for this September. Kaman Corporation has announced that it has extended production of the commercial KMAX heavy-lift utility helicopter. The company resumed KMAX production after more than a decade-long hiatus with an initial commitment to build at least 10 new aircraft. KMAX aircraft are manufactured in the company's North American facilities in Jacksonville, Florida, and Bloomfield, Connecticut. Orders for new KMAX aircraft have thus far come from China, Europe, and North America. KMAX aircraft are used around the world for firefighting, logging, power line construction, and other missions requiring repetitive aerial lift capabilities. The Marine Corps maintains two unmanned KMAX aircraft developed with Lockheed Martin. These aircraft successfully supported the U.S. Marine Corps in Afghanistan for 33 months from 2011 to 2014, carrying more than 4.5 million pounds of cargo. Additional unmanned firefighting and humanitarian missions for KMAX are also being developed and tested. Development of the KMAX was led by Kaman founder and former CEO, aviation pioneer Charles H. Kaman, and received FAA certification in 1994. The single-engine, single-seat KMAX is a rugged, low-maintenance aircraft that features a counter-rotating rotor system and is optimized for external load operations and designed specifically for vertical reference flight. The aircraft can lift up to 6,000 pounds. After the break, blimp catches fire at U.S. Open.
Progressive Aerodyne's Sea Ray Adventure offers Rotax 912 power, a basic instrument panel, and radios. Fly it away for under $120,000. Visit searay.com for more details.
Build and fly with the most exciting line of kit aircraft on the market, the Sonex Aircraft B models. The B models offer more room and comfort, more fuel, more panel space, more engine choices, and the same great Sonex Aircraft flight characteristics. Learn more at sonexaircraft.com.
Welcome back. If you'd like to be a supporter of Airborne Unlimited, send an email to jim@aero-news.net. A blimp operated by the advertising firm AirSign caught fire Thursday morning near the Erin Hills Golf Course in Hartford, Wisconsin, where the U.S. Open Golf Tournament had just gotten underway. One person, the pilot, was injured in the accident. Witnesses said the aircraft caught fire in flight, after which it went down near the golf course where the tournament was being played. According to witness Brian Rosing, the pilot was trying to give it some throttle and it didn't go up. Then there was a bunch of kabooms and smoke clouds. Another said one side of the aircraft started to deflate and the airship caught fire as it fell to the ground. AirSign confirmed that it was the owner of the aircraft, which had been rented by PenFed Credit Union for the tournament. The business is not an official sponsor of the tournament. Each week we share with you an online video that one of our viewers found especially entertaining. We call it our Aero Video of the Week.
Final liftoff of Atlanta.
There are few better instructors in the Aeroverse than Rod Machado, and this instructional video discussing the finer points of executing a landing is one of the many reasons why. Search "Nowhere to Look During the Flare" on YouTube. After these messages, support grows for new KCI Airport.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
The Bristol Light Sport aircraft is what you are looking for. The Bristol is wider than a Cirrus, faster than a Skyhawk, offers more storage than a Husky, and comes standard with Garmin avionics. So what are you waiting for? Visit Bristol.com to find out how you can get into a Bristol today.
Of so much news coming out of the aviation industry, we're summarizing a few of those other great stories in a brief segment we call Around the Patch. A new poll of Kansas City, Missouri residents shows a majority would support a plan to privately build and finance a new single-terminal KCI airport. The survey of more than 1,000 Kansas City registered voters conducted June 10th and 11th showed that the majority of voters were opposed to a new airport until learning the details of a privately financed single-terminal concept submitted in May to Kansas City officials. Last week at its annual membership meeting, the National Air Transportation Association announced the election of Greg Schmidt, President and Chief Executive Officer, Pentastar Aviation in Waterford, Michigan, as chair of the NATA Board of Directors. Turboprop manufacturer ATR will be adding a brand new full-flight simulator to its Paris training center. Manufactured by True Simulation Plus Training, this new simulator will allow crew members to receive training on the ATR 72-600. The simulator will be EASA certified and will start operations as of November 2017. On the way to the Paris Air Show, Boeing said that a new two-member mid-size airplane family may open up new opportunities in the 220 to 270-seat market, much as the Dreamliner did for the segment it serves, by opening up city pairs that are not profitable for larger aircraft and not reachable by smaller ones. A concept of a future variant of BAE Systems' highly successful Hawk aircraft has flown for the first time at the company's military aircraft facility in Wharton, Lancashire. Equipped with a new type of pilot display, a redesigned wing and defensive aids, the advanced Hawk will meet market requirements for the next generation of fast jet training aircraft. Well, that's it for today's trip around the patch. Now, let's get back to the rest of the news. Nearly 200 pilot volunteers from ALPA were fanning out across Capitol Hill last week, meeting with federal lawmakers and staff during the association's 2017 Legislative Summit to discuss the association's policy agenda, including how the current first officer qualification standards have been a critical component in our nation's impressive commercial aviation safety record. ALPA Pilots from across the country called upon lawmakers to urge Transportation Secretary Elaine Chao to resist attempts to diminish these crucial safety regulations. Since passage of the Airline Safety and FAA Extension Act of 2010, there have been no passenger fatalities due to an accident of a U.S. Part 121 passenger airline. Conversely, in the 2 decades prior to the enactment of this safety aviation measure, there were more than 1,100 airline passenger fatalities, Part 121, according to the National Transportation Safety Board. ALPA Pilots will also inform their elected officials on the importance of several other key issues affecting pilots today, including H.R. 2150, the Flags of Convenient Don't Fly Here Act, which saves American jobs, offshoring schemes, and ensures a level playing field for U.S. aviation workers. Well, that's our program for today. Remember that Airborne Unlimited stream daily, Monday through Friday, with additional breaking news bulletins for important stories that fall outside of our normal deadlines. If you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe, and do check us out on Facebook and Twitter. Get comprehensive, real-time, 24/7 coverage of the latest aviation and aerospace stories anytime at aero-news.net. Keep flying. We'll see you tomorrow.